Sa Cubao, Quezon City. At bakit hindi? Magaganda po mga laro. At alalahanin po natin, tuloy pa rin yung ating 10 pisong promo dito sa Araneta Coliseum, ganyan din sa Cuneta Astrodome at sa Inaris Center para doon sa ating general admission. Winner Miller going baseline and drawing first blood para sa laro ito.
Well, Coach Binky Favas really preaches defense, and I'm sure he's not very happy with that first play. Quite an easy basket there for Willie Miller.
Well, he overshot it by a mile.
Try another easy basket.
That's a play here by Talking Tech. Harvey Carey on the fast break play by Talking Tech. Smoking here in the first few seconds of the ball game. Meron Pirana against Jimmy Lapak. Maganda yan. Repeat versus Asitaw Lama. Okay rin yan. Bangka ng bangka niya sa ilalim. And there's a near steal there by Winnie Miller. Challenging Ali Pink for possession. And ano yun? I thought the buzzer sounded.
Well, it did sound, and we'll have to find out whether it sounded before the jump ball was called. If it did, that means the ball should go to Talking Tex. Instead, it's going to be a jump ball. So that was good for Coca-Cola.
The referees consulted with the table officials, and it was deemed that the call came bago po yung pagtunog ng buzzer for the 24-second violation. John Arrigo gets open. Oh, yeah.
John Arrigo.
First 2 points here for Coca-Cola. Talking Tech to the 2-point lead. Out of this is Jimmy Alapag, blowing by Dennis Miranda. Left-handed layup is good by Jimmy Alapag.
Well, how about that? Talking Tech starting off with 3 straight layups to start the game, and they're very aggressive going to the basket.
Well, we did mention Coach Norman at the start of this coverage that Coca-Cola has been doing great guns on defense, allowing only 74 points to the opposition as compared to Talking Text, which has so far been allowing almost 89 points.
Well, what that means is Coca-Cola is the #1 defensive team in the league, but here they go again. Talking Text on the run.
Are we seeing the team of Derek Kumaran coming through here? The defensive play of Talking Text has really been very impressive in the early going. Nakita po natin and then fast break plays down Talking Text because of good defense, at least 2.
You can't get much higher percentage shots than they've been taking. 4 straight layups here.
Yeah, good Antonio, good play. And the jumper is good as well. Over Makmak comes. Another nice pass. Underneath to Harvey Carey.
Coach Babas is beside himself on the sidelines. He cannot believe what's happening to his defense very early here in the game.
That is a 6-point lead here by Talking Text at 10-4. And we see Willie Miller hitting the deck together with John Arrigo. And an offensive foul is going to be called on John Arrigo's first. You can tell hindi po nagustuhan ni John Arrigo yung tawag niya, but of course
you have to be careful, otherwise you're going to pick up a technical.
You don't want that. Narito si Jimmy Alapag against Derek Miranda. At ito, maganda rin matchup yan. Asitaw Lava. Inabot kay Jimmy Alapag. There's the give and go. And again, Harvey Carey now with 8 points in the game. 8 of the 10 points of Talking.
Itong si Ali Peak at si Asitaw Lava, arguably the best centers dito sa ating PBA. At yung numbers nila, makikita natin dito sa stats na ipapakita natin sa kanila. Look at their stats, 15 points, 16 points naman para dito kay Ali Peak. You know, just tremendous all-around game for these 2 guys. Pero sabi nga ni Asitaw Lava, itong game na to para daw playoff game dahil kailangan nila manalo. So, tignan natin itong matchup ni Asi at ni Ali.
Well, sigurado tayong maraming pinanonood yung matchup na yan sapagkat very interesting yan. Samantala, John Arrigo picked up by Harvey Carey here and he loses possession.
That's going to be a turnover there.
Yeah, and again, John Arrigo.
Well, John Arrigo could have gotten that basketball, but he was expecting a foul to be called, and it was not called. And
that's a basic in basketball. You don't presume that anything.
Hear a whistle, keep playing. Well, the problem for Coca-Cola right now is their transition defense has not been good, as Talking Tech does commit a turnover there.
That's the first. Talking Tech is John Arizo. Still seething here. And sometimes you can turn that into a positive thing. Yung medyo galit mo, gamitin mo na yan para maging positive yung outcome. Asitaw laban kay Ali Pig, nilabas kay Jimmy Alapag against Derek Miranda. He takes it inside and he passes it off again to Harvey Carey. 10 points.
5 for 5 from the field.
The thing is, Harvey Carey has been, as we said, the recipient of nice assists from his teammates. The last two coming from Jimmy Alapag. At talaga namang Harvey Carey has been moving well without the basketball, being at the right place at the right time on offense here. 3-point play by Harvey Carey completed. At ito si Ali Peak against Asitaw Lava. Yan po yung binabanggit ni Dominic kanina na matchup na gusto naku, may offensive foul.
And that's the second time Ali Peak has tried to force his way against the immovable object of Asitalava. You know, Ali's going to have to recognize that help defense comes in. He might have to pick up that basketball and try and move it.
Yeah. First personal foul on Ali Peak. At lamang ng Sham ang Talking Text phone fouls over the Coca-Cola Tigers. At ito si Willie Miller trying to shake off John Arrigo. Ooh, ganda sana pero hindi pumasok. Asitaw Lava tipping it in. Wala pa rin. Willie Miller gets it back. And they've got a fresh 24-second shot clock. Pero tumira na rin. Si Willie Miller, nothing there. And Will Antonio grabs the rebound para sa Coca-Cola. Here comes John Arrigo. Arrigo looking at Rafi Rivas. Hindi na pang on him. Turnover story, 4 against 1 in favor of Talking Text. Will Antonio misses the shot from three-point country.
On that last play, Willie Miller was actually guarding Rafi Rivas. You have to try to take advantage of that.
Yeah. Ito na kayo sa Macardona inside. Finds Willie Miller. Medyo nakalangan si Willie Miller. Nagbitis siya dyan just a moment ago. Miller. Gets it over to Asitaw Lava for the jump shot. Not his shot, really. Hey, shot clock still running. Alapag misses the three-point shot, but it goes to Asitaw Lava. And they'll reset. Alapag against Miranda. Mac Cardona. Nice spin by Mac Cardona. And Ali P comes down with the rebound para sa Coke. And it goes to Derek Miranda. Miranda in the front court. And a steal by Mac Cardona of the pass. And Will Antonio preventing him from doing anything.
And they will give him 2 shots on the play as he was going for the basket. And that's what Mac brings defensively. He
was all over Mac Cardona there, making sure na hindi makaka-lay up itong si Mac Cardona. But he will try and take the 2 points from the free throw line. You were telling me something about the free throws of Talking Text just before we went on the air, Coach Norman.
Well, in 4 games, they've missed 42 foul shots, and
that's more than 10 points a game.
That's correct, and if you look at their numbers, they're only -5 as far as their offense and defense is concerned, so they could have had a lot more wins.
Oh, yeah.
If they had just shot a decent percentage from the foul line.
So they're working on that. Rafi Rivas gets it back to Derek Miranda. Panagawin kay Rivas. Sumalabas si Will Antonio. Picked up by Mac Cardona. Narito si Miranda. Pinagay ulit kay Ali P. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Derek Miranda would like to take this. 3-point shot. Almost but not quite. And Harvey Carey with the rebound. Pinagay kay Jimmy Alapag. Alapag into the front court. Big gun to Miranda. Press! Yeah! PM Presyan. Natin sa inyo na bagong PM Power to the people.
Well, definitely Talking Tech putting the metal to the pedal here.
Oh, yeah.
Very early in the game.
Matinding arangkada ito ng Talking Text phone fouls. We've got a 14-point lead. John Ariga had to change his shot because of Willie Miller's defense. But Ali Peak got it back. Inside, Rafi Rivas on a fishing expedition. And Coach Derek Tumaran nag-mumwes na sabi niya, nakataas lang yung kamay ng bata ko. Pero natawagan ng foul. Si Harvey Carey, first personal on Harvey Carey, and the second team foul on Talking Text.
Well, actually, the combination of Ali Peak, Billy Mamaril, and Rafi Rivas have really done a great job for Coca-Cola very early in the conference, really manning the middle for Coach Babas. And if you combine those 3 guys together, you have a pretty strong front court.
Oh yeah, talagang mabigat yun. Malalaki. And they're pretty strong too. Samantala, pumasok na po si Dale Singson para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Rafi Rivas. You don't see it on your screens, but Binky Fabis is actually hugging John Arrigo, trying to calm him down. Medyo mainit ito si John Arrigo. He feels that the calls have not really been going their way. Adam see Willie Miller. Miller gets open for the short jumper. Wala. Ali Peak para sa rebound. Binigay kay Dale Singson. Singson into the front court. Sinasaluhin ni Willie Miller. And high in the sky play intended for Rafi Rivas goes awry. Arapag pulls up. Binigay kay Miller. Miller against Miranda. There's the bounce pass to Cardona at the corner. Cardona says, let's set this one up. Jimmy Arapag against Dale Singson. Miller posting up against Dennis Miranda. Willie Miller goes for the jump shot. Air ball. And Rivas for the rebound. There's 4:56 remaining here in the first quarter. It's still a 14-point lead. Medyo napapo tayo. So 26. 20-6 here is the score. 14-point lead by Talking Text. Out of this Dale Simpson looking at Ali Peak. Ali Peak now gives the pick inside. Nice pass by Dale Simpson. Exactly.
A good find there as they seem to be leaving Rafi Rivas open on the offensive end. Or either he's ending up in mismatches with smaller players.
They should capitalize on that. Medyo malaki-laki na nahabol na kagad ngayon ng Coca-Cola. Jimmy Alapag. Pinasa kay Willie Miller. Titira ng tres. Wala. And Rivas with the rebound up to Derek Miranda. Sinasa naman ni Max Cardona. Tuloy-tuloy. And that one doesn't go, pero nakakuha ng foul si Dennis Miranda. And we'll take 2 shots from the line.
Cardona was there defensively, but he did come down on the arm of Miranda, so he is going to pick up the foul. And so far, Willie Miller's had a tough time shooting from the floor.
That's right. He has missed several jumpers, mostly from the left side of the court.
Well, the thing is there, he's been open. He's been wide open on a couple of them.
And you know the Willie Miller, once he gets going, he can really hurt you.
Well, he is the leading scorer for Talking Text at 18.2 points per game. As Rafi Rivas is going to take a break. And of course, Billy Mamarill's in the game.
Dominic, may balita ba tayo dyan?
Ed, itong Coca-Cola Tigers, kung titignan mo, they're 4-0. A lot of people are thinking na ano ba nangyari? Why are they playing so well? I was talking to the coaching staff and sabi na, we're not doing anything differently. Sabi na, they've just accepted the system. Hindi na namin hina-hard selling sistema. So it has come and it has matured already. At masasabi mo na parang baka ganito rin yung nangyayari sa Talking Text na kung ano yung nangyayari sa Coca-Cola Tigers last conference when they were struggling earlier on. Itong Talking Text, Coach Norman.
Well, Talking Text looks pretty good right now at the start of this basketball game. Of course, Coca-Cola has done a good job so far this conference, but something happened in that last game against Alaska for Talking Text because they've come out here on fire.
And did you see that last play where it was Asita Ulala who gave the assist to Harvey Carey, and Carey scored again?
Then Carey came back with the block shot on the other end. Here comes Max Cardona.
Tumalog lang. Hindi pumasok. Narito ngayon si Johnny Barrientos who has come off the bench together with Billy Mamaril. Para dito sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Will Antonio binigay kay Ali Peak sa babaw. There's Will Antonio seeing daylight. Pumasok ang tira to cut the lead down to 11 points, 22-11 so far.
Well, Antonio has been an unsung hero for Coca-Cola, averaging 11.2 points per game and getting a lot of playing time, 31 minutes per game from Coach Babbitt.
And they swing it over to the baseline to Jimmy Alapag. Labas kay Cardona. Cardona making his move to get inside the paint. At may tatawagan Will Antonio.
So Antonio is known as a pretty good.
At lahat ng hindi, better luck next time. Kunting sagala. Asita Lava and
That's correct. Talking Text has been setting a lot of cross screens for Asita Lava to get into the post, and that time he should have had a good pump fake against Ali Peak to score that basket.
Nice break by Johnny Barrientos as he passes back to Ali Peak. Ali Peak picks it up and scores. At balik naman sa 11 kalamangan ng Talking Text. Asita Lava looking around. Narito si Leo Avenido. Alapag. And his pass bounced off someone. He gets it back. Gets inside the paint, and Ali Pete going up for that shot block. Narito si Johnny Abarientos looking around. Decides to go for it. Air ball. Miller to Alapag. Harvey carry. They swing it over to Leo Avenido for the three-point shot. Nothing there. Billy Mamaril. And MC pass to Ali Pink over Asi Taulava. Harvey carry with the rebound. Di ba nagbabago ating score? 24-13, 11-point lead para sa Talking Tex na sa kanilang bola. American 6 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Asi Taulava umatras lamang kay Ali Pink. There's a triple team on him actually. Wait a minute. Agawan sa loob. Oy, loose ball. And Asi Taulava recovers it para sa Talking Tex. They've got a fresh 24-second shot clock. There's Jimmy Alapag. Calling Harvey carry. Alapag. Nice pass to Carey. Nice play by Jimmy Alapag to Harvey Carey. Again, Carey getting the passes from his teammates and just knowing what to do with it.
Well, Carey paused for a second there until the lane cleared up, and then he cut to the basket, and he was wide open for the layup.
All right, there goes to Dale Singson. Also trying a nifty pass, but that one blew up in their face. And a bad lead pass there by Jimmy Alapag intended for Asi Taulava on the transition play.
Well, clock management is everything, and Jimmy Alapag saw Asi running that time, but he could have just held the basketball, and the last shot would have gone to Talking Tex. Instead, it's a turnover, and the ball goes back to Coca-Cola.
Last 15 seconds of the first quarter. At may pagkakataon po itong Coca-Cola na tapyasin itong 13 puntos na kalamangan ng Talking Tex. Winner better will be called for his first personal foul. Only the 14th foul here for Talking Tex. So, walang free throws pa. 11 seconds remaining in the first period. Dale Singson maglalabas ng bola para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. 13 ang hinahabol nila. As we end the first quarter, Johnny Abarientos looking around. Binigay kay Rafi Rivas. Will try the three. Not there. And the loose ball picked up by Winner Bitter. Stolen by Dale Singson. Pero wala na oras. Okay, mga kaibigan, papasok po tayo sa ating second quarter ng labang ito ng Talking Tex Phone Pals at ng Coca-Cola Tigers. Labang ng 13 ang Talking Tex as we start the second period. Nakita niyo pumapasok si Vergel Meneses for the first time this evening para sa Talking Tex. Naririyan din si John Ferriols, Port Suino. At nakita niyo first quarter field goals, 48% shooting by Talking Tex.
40% for Coca-Cola. We have some new players back in the game. Arrigo's back in the game now for Coca-Cola.
His first one on Talking Tex.
That's right.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
14 seconds on the shot clock here para sa Coca-Cola Tigers.
Well, if you're Coach Derek Kumaran, you have to be very happy with that first quarter.
Definitely.
As they've gotten off to a very good start in this game. Arrigo from the perimeter misses the shot.
But the big thing there, Coach Norman, pag-usapan natin yung defense ng Coca-Cola is number 1 in the league so far. But Talking Tex was able to puncture that, especially inside underneath the basket. Ang daming layup ng Talking Tex.
Be an offensive foul on John Ferriols, pushing off on Rafi Rivas. Just a little bit too aggressive. Of course, John Ferriols coming off that good game
Last Friday. Yeah, last Friday.
Against Alaska. Actually, this group here, this second team of Talking Tex did a very good job against Alaska last time out.
Johnny Abarientos may dala ng bola. Runs into Bennett Miranda. Rather, Leo Avenido. There's a bounce pass to Dale Singson. Humihingi si Billy Mamaril is up against Port Suino. Mamaril takes it out to Johnny. Abarientos fires. Woo! Yeah, it's a three-point shot. PM Tresyan. At it's bringing the back of PM. Power to the people. At 10 ang kalamangan ngayon ng Talking Tex. Port Suino. Binigay kay Leo Avenido. At may sumabit.
taking a good look at where Helmet Nessus. He has his right shoulder taped up.
Substitution.
What does that mean?
He has an injury probably, but
Yeah.
you know, normally when you have a shoulder injury, there's no pad that you can really put on that shoulder to really protect it. So you just have to tape it up as much as you can. But that's his shooting shoulder, so
That's right.
let's see what happens here.
And we see Leo Avenido getting by Johnny Abarientos.
Oh, what a move.
Another layup here for Talking Text.
Well, the points in the paint have definitely favored the Talking Text team as they continually just enter that lane area and they continue to make layups.
And that has really baffled the defense of Coca-Cola. Bad shot there by the Tigers. But Berhel Meneses pulls up for a jump shot. Basta naman sa Berhel Meneses yung ganyang klase tira.
Well, I'm sure Coach Derek Kumaran's happy now to see Berhel hit that first shot. He did start him last time out against Alaska.
For the first time, yes.
This time he's coming off the bench, but he gets that first shot to go, and you know, Berhel gets his confidence back.
Oh, an 8-second violation here on the Coca-Cola Tigers. And to think, you've got Johnny Abarientos and Dale Sings on the backcourt. That really says something about the defense of Talking Text.
So Talking Text, they came into the game averaging 21 errors a game. In the first quarter, they only had 2. Look at the points in the paint there, 20-6 in favor of Talking Text. The turnover, just talking about the lack of turnovers, and Talking Text turns the basketball over, so that's going to be their third turnover. But Coca-Cola had 7 turnovers in that first quarter. That's one of the reasons why Talking Text is on top right now.
You wanted to say, Dominic?
You guys were asking what happened to Berhel Meneses, and he felt a little bit of a pain dun sa kanyang right shoulder. So sinabi ng doctor just to tape it up, and he needs a little bit of strengthening. Mapunta naman tayo sa isa pang injury dito sa Talking Text phone pass. They will be missing the services of Victor Pablo. So they're going to be missing his 7.7 points and 4 rebounds. He's out with a strained right calf.
Oh, well, Vic Pablo is a vital cog in that lineup of Talking Text. But so far, no sign that they're missing him at this juncture. 14-point lead here by Talking Text. I wonder what Asi Taulava was telling the referee.
Well, whatever he was telling him, the referee didn't want to hear it. He pushed him away and told him to go sit down.
Here's Ali Pink is up against Pontrino.
The double team coming in whenever Ali starts to make his move to the basket.
Rob Wainwright with a nice tap. And it is Arrigo running into the defense there, and the foul will be called.
Very good call.
Yeah.
By the referee as Avenito was moving on the play.
Oh, he stepped into the pass of John Arrigo there very clearly. Second personal on Leo Avenito at si John Arrigo po pupunta sa free throw line. 9.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. At lamang ng 14 ang Talking Text phone pass. Siya nga pala, kung di nyo inabutan kanina. In our first game, the Pure Foods Chunky Giants getting back on the winning track, winning over Alaska 91-73.
That means Pure Foods has actually won 2 games in a row now.
That's right.
So they're up to 3-2.
After that loss to Talking Text in Hong Kong.
That means they're going to be tied with the San Miguel Beermen for second place.
So Batala John Arrigo makes it 30-17. 13 kalamangan ngayon ng Talking Text. Berhel Meneses.
The post exchange again, that screen. Trying to get Ferrios open.
Pero hindi binigay ni Meneses kay Ferrios. Instead, he tries on top of the key with a PM press. I think they're going to back on PM. Power to the people.
You know, Berhel was let go by Red Bull, and he's been really not playing much lately because he's been out of the league. But if he gets his confidence back, he is Berhel Meneses now. Not forget about that.
Yeah, that's right. And you can see his shooting time as well as Johnny Abarientos is still there. PM press in the man. I think they're going to back on PM. Power to the people. At Cardona binigay kay John Ferrios. Ano mo si Berhel Meneses. Lumalabas sa Pontrino against Ali Peak. Inabutan rin kay Berhel Meneses against Rob Wainwright. Inside to John Ferrios. Short jumper by Ferrios is no good. But Pontrino is there.
Ali Peak jumped a little bit too soon that time, and Pontrino took advantage of it.
And Rubio makes it another 15-point lead here. Para sa Talking Text at 35-20 in the second quarter. Oh, hey! Rafi
Rivas
Rivas.
missed the easy one there.
Johnny Abarientos gets open. PM Chris. Ating check na bago. PM, power to the people. Nakakadalawa sa midnight ito si Johnny Abarientos on the 3-point shot.
The veterans are saying we may be older, but we can still play out here.
Yeah. That certainly sounds like the message being sent here. At this juncture of the ball game, Cardona looking inside to Paul Sweden na agaw ni Ali P. Binigay kay Johnny Abarientos. Abarientos leading the attack here para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Sinasalubog na Leo Abinito. Rob Wainwright looking at Rafi Rivas. Here's Ali Peak inside. The power move by Ali Peak. And he cuts the lead of Coca-Cola.
Grown-ups eat those hot dogs, huh?
Well, yeah.
Grown-ups also eat Pure Foods hot dogs. by the way.
Yeah, sure. Maybe one of these days. Ano na kayo si Johnny Abarientos? Throw it through exactly! Ang ganda na pasa ni Johnny Abarientos. They're streaking out of the pick for the slam.
Oh, Johnny A making a big difference here. The flying A making a big difference here in this second period.
Bumanachata po ang Coca-Cola. Ano na narinig mo dyan, Dominic?
Well, sinabi ni Coach Binky Fabis, why did it take you 15 minutes, guys, to start playing Tigers basketball? Sabi nga niya, we have to move the ball, get the open shots, take those shots, and sabi niya, kailangan natin rebound dahil kung hindi tayo makakatakbo. So that's why he was saying, you know, guys, keep on playing right from the start.
Nakita natin, Dominic, yung off the rebound by Johnny Abarientos.
Also a trailing Pochuino on defense. Came down very slow on that play.
Yeah. Ito ngayon sa lang si Perhel Meneses. Oh, nice pass to Magda Cardona. And he gets it to bounce in.
Talk and Tech showing good teamwork right from the beginning of this game. Like you mentioned earlier, they've been making good assist passes to their teammates.
And that one was a testimonial to that. Perhel Meneses to Magda Cardona. Ali Peak challenges Paul Sweden. Ali Peak again. Rafi Rivas trying to get the offensive rebound, and all three referees blowing their whistles at the same time. Itong dalawang kumpulan, una pong lumachada itong Talk and Text phone fouls. Lumamang ng 16 puntos. At ngayon, binabawasan na po yan ng Coca-Cola Tigers with Rafi Rivas at the free throw line, cutting the lead down to 9.
So Ashley Talaba's back in the game now, as Pochuino will take a rest. Of course, the guy who had a great first quarter is still on the bench. That's Harvey Carey, who had 15 points in that first quarter.
The charities there by Rafi Rivas. Okay, so siyang na puntos pa rin na naghihiwalay sa dalawang katunan, mga kaibigan. Perhel Meneses. Binigay kay Magda Cardona. Good pick. On the fly. Medyo malakas. And Rob Wainwright comes down with the rebound. Abarientos forward to Dale Singson. Singson against Magda Cardona. Ali Peak. Ngayon si Ati Taulaba naman bawantay sa kanya. Peak nalabas kay Johnny Abarientos against Alabag. Whoops! Hindi nasahan ni Ali Peak yung pasa.
Yeah, Johnny tried to scoop that basketball between two players, and Ali could not pick it up. It was absolutely good defense by Talking Tech as they trapped Johnny Abarientos when he came off the screen.
5.5 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Perhel Meneses binigay kay Asi Taulaba at the baseline. Handoff. And Cardona gets fouled up in the air.
Well, once again, a good example of good interior passing coming from Talking Tech. Good pass by Asi Talaba. This is not the same Talking Tech team we saw last Friday. Playing with a lot more confidence now.
They started this game smoking. At sabi nga natin, lumamang ng 16 itong Talking Tech kani-kanina lamang, pero nagkaroon naman ng sariling ratsada itong Coca-Cola Tigers. Samantala, Johnny Abarientos is going to be lifted by Coach Binky Fabis. At papasok naman muli si Derek Miranda, who started for the Coca-Cola Tigers this evening.
Johnny Abarientos with 9 points for his stint on the floor.
Yes, coming off the bench, and Johnny Abarientos at the helm of the Coca-Cola Tigers comeback here in the second quarter. Derek Miranda looking around. Binigay kay Dale Singson. Singson to Rafi Rivas. Singson at the corner. Wala. Rebound Ferriols. Alabag. Back to Ferriols. The handoff. to Asi Taulawa, pump taking and missing the shot. Rob Wainwright para sa Coca-Cola, binigay kay Derek Miranda. Miranda met by Mac Cardona, Rashi Davis. 4:51 to go in the second quarter. Davis to Miranda, nakatingin kay Aripi. Dumating si Asi Taulawa, and that pass picked up again. Again, the defense here of Talking Text, huh? Ferriols, yes.
Good finish there by Ferriols. Good find by Jimmy Alapag. And you're right, the defense of Talking Text has been very solid here in the first half.
They've messed up the offense of Coca-Cola Tigers time and again. At ngayon, 12 na naman ang kalamangan nitong Talking Text phone fouls over Coca-Cola here in the second quarter. We have 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the second period. We have another timeout. Babalik po kami mula rito sa Araneta Coliseum. Alam nyo, wala pang taro itong Coca-Cola Tigers. And sabi nga ng ating game story, ano ha? Umiiwas sa pagkakulerat itong Talking Text. Ito nung Coca-Cola naman, umiiwas sa talo. Hindi pa nga sila nakakatigil ng pagkatalo ni Will Antonio. Comes up with another TM3. At ito yung bagong TM, power to the people.
That's why coaches call timeouts. That time, Coach Bob is prepared for the trap of the pick and roll, and they took advantage of it with the three-point shot.
Well, nakita natin kanina, no? Yung depensa ng Talking Text has been reading the offense of Coca-Cola Tigers time and again. That time, they put one over the phone foul. Asi Taulawa coming up with an air ball, and the 24-second buzzer goes off against the phone foul.
So what normally can happen if a coach can start to read what the defense is doing, he can use that defense against them. And that's what Coca-Cola did on that last play when they got that three-point shot off a ball rotation to William Antonio. See what happens here if they go right back to the pick and roll again.
Derek Miranda trying to get inside, and he draws the foul.
Well, that time Miranda did not come off the screen. Instead, he just took Jimmy Alapag straight to the basket.
Substitution Harvey Carey for John Ferriols.
Samantala, we got a couple of substitutions here para sa Talking Text. Carey coming in for John Ferriols. With a minute coming back in para kay Berhel Meneses.
It was a long rest for Harvey Carey.
Yeah, after scoring 15 points in the first quarter to lead that onslaught of Talking Text to sa unang gito. Dale Simpson. Being doubled there by Dale Simpson. And ito na, pinakamalapit yata ng Coca-Cola Tigers sa kalamangan ng Talking Text since the first quarter, down to a 7-point lead here for Talking Text. Jimmy Alapag. Ooh, ang daming dinaanan ni Jimmy Alapag and found a small opening.
Now, Rob Wainwright that time lost step with Jimmy Alapag as he couldn't keep up as Jimmy went to the basket.
And again, Talking Text scoring off layups against Coca-Cola. Dale Simpson trying to do the same thing. Finds Will Antonio. Antonio hands it off to Rob Wainwright. What a jumper by Wainwright.
Good passing that time by Coca-Cola. Long pass to Talaba. The second time they're going to commit a turnover.
Yeah, medyo malakas na pasa ni Jimmy Alapag to the streaking Asi Taulawa.
That is the one good thing about Asi Taulawa and Ali Peak. They will run the floor.
Yeah.
They'll get down there and try to seal you early and try to get an easy basket.
Wainwright tries the long jumper. With a minute para sa rebound. Binigay kay Jimmy Alapag. Alapag back to Miller. Nakita niya si Alapag ulit. Ayaw pa rin tumira. Miller, hindi rin. Ayun, titira na. 3-point shot is no good. Wainwright para sa rebound for Coca-Cola. 2 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Second quarter. Dale Simpson sabaksak sa loob. And the ball's tapped out in favor of Coca-Cola. 7-point lead here for Talking Text. Kani-kanina lamang, 16 po yan mga kaibigan. Natapiyas na ng Coca-Cola. Dale Simpson is pulled down in favor of John Arrigo. Derek Miranda. Lama kay Jimmy Alapag. Ali Peak. He goes back to the basket. Miranda. Nakita si Will Antonio at the corner. Good fake off Jimmy Alapag. And he scores. Will Antonio now with 9 points in the game para sa Coca-Cola. And he cuts the lead down even further. Kanina po, 16. Ngayon, 5 na lang ang kalamangan ng Talking Text at 42-37. And, well, the outside shots of Coca-Cola seem to be going for them at the moment, Coach Norman.
And on the other end, Talking Texas started to miss some of their perimeter shots and not going to the basket as much. Good time out here by Coach Derek Pumaran.
1 minute and 55 seconds ang nalalabing sa ating second quarter. Magandang gabi po, ang inyong lingkod, Ed Pixon po naman kasama si Coach Norman Black and Dominic Uy here at the court side of the Araneta Coliseum. By the way, a couple of days ago, we were at Calatagan, Batangas. And we saw our big boss, Mr. Tony Boy Cojuanco. Doon po sa tournament ni Ricky Reyes and former President Fidel V. Ramos golf tournament. And that's Golden Sunset Resort of Ricky Reyes. Maraming salamat po. And fundraising tournament. Mac Cardona inside. Good take. No!
He did just about everything there. Had a quick first step, got to the basket, was able to pivot away from it.
Of Mac Cardona.
Well, William Antonio's a good defender, but he probably has not seen very much of Mark Cardona. Of course, Cardona being a rookie.
Coca-Cola gets another opportunity here. Ito si... Tuloy-tuloy pa rin si Harvey Carey. Has he missed the shot?
Clean and pop. He Harvey Carey.
Meron na ba mitis ito si Harvey Carey? Meron na isa. 8 out of 8. Okay. Wala pang mitis si Harvey Carey. Inside, Ali Peak. Ooh, yes.
How about that? Ducking the head, ducking the shoulder, coming out with that hook shot.
And he got the lead of Falcon Tech 97 again at 46-39. Willie Miller against John Arrigo. And ito na naman si Mac Cardona. Cardona inside. Pinipin against Will Antonio. Asitaw laba off the glass. Wala. John Arrigo for the rebound para sa Coca-Cola Tigers. Arrigo to the Frontcourt. Nakita niyo si Alipin sa ilalim. Asitaw laba is there. Wala pa rin. Will Antonio comes down with the offensive board. Then naman si John Arrigo. Arrigo looking around. And Arrigo still handling the ball with half a minute to go here in the second quarter. Ali Peak, ayan na naman yung matchup na pinanonood natin kanina pa. Ali Peak versus Asi Taulava. This time, Asi Taulava will be charged with a foul.
Well, Ali Peak has been very aggressive here in the second quarter. That's going to send him to the line for 2 shots. So as soon as Asi Taulava put those 2 hands down, the referee made the call immediately.
2 shots for Ali Peak.
Ali Peak at the line for 2.
A pretty good foul shooter for a big guy. Averaging almost 80% from the line, 78.9.
So that should serve him well because he really likes to post up and should get his fair share of free throws.
Ali Peak at 6'3", probably about, what do you think, 255, 260, easily?
Yeah.
He may not be the tallest center in the league, but he certainly can carve space for himself.
And he's bull strong.
And he's very athletic. He's a high jumper. That's why he gets away with a lot of those shots in the lane.
No wonder. But he doesn't make any of the 2 free throws that were given to him. So narito ngayon si Jimmy Alapag labang kay Dennis Miranda.
They'll be looking for the last shot here. At least try to run that clock down as much as they can.
There's a 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Dennis Miranda will be called for the foul here by referee Boy Cruz.
That was a good move by Jimmy Alapag, making a move to the basket, knowing that Coca-Cola had a foul to give. So now they'll be able to get a shot off here without worrying about the game clock, and also the fact that Coca-Cola cannot foul because they're now in the penalty.
8 seconds to go. As they inbound, Jimmy Alapag. Nakita si Willie Miller. Miller on the time. Willie Miller.